Can you beat Terraria with only the color yellow? Well, that is what we are here to figure out in this video. And a quick disclaimer, this video is rated M for foul language, adult jokes, and extreme gamer rage moments. So what are the rules of this challenge? I can only beat the game with only yellow weapons, tools, accessories, and armor. I am allowed to use it if it is either yellow or at least a majority yellow. The game is considered complete once I defeat the Moon Lord. With all being said, let's get right into it.
Okay, this is probably going to be one of the dumbest videos I've ever done. This is going to be quite a long video because I'm going to be recording it in parts and editing it as long as we go. This is going to be extremely difficult because, as far as I'm aware, there's only a limited number of things in the game that are yellow. But I chose the color yellow because it's the channel's iconic color. So we need to honor our channel by doing that. There we go, Homer Simpson. Woohoo! I'm gonna go with a medium-sized world. We're gonna go on expert mode, and our evil we're gonna go with Crimson because Crimson is actually partly yellow because Iker is yellow. Alright. And as far as I'm aware, there are a couple expert mode items that are indeed yellow, so that's why we're gonna go with expert mode. And the name, we're gonna call it Yellow Moon. Alright, here we go. Yellow Moon, let's go. Welcome to the Yellow Only Challenge.
I spawn into the world, and I immediately trash my first 3 starter tools because none of them are yellow, making this challenge exponentially harder.
Tools, I have to, explore the world.
I explore more to the right, but I am immediately blocked off by a giant tree, and there is no way for me to get through it, so I start to explore to the left.
Hold on, I'm gonna wait for him to come, and then I'm gonna jump. There. You got juked, buddy.
As I am exploring to the left, I notice the giant pile of sand that is eerily into the shape of a pyramid. This leads me to believe that there is a pyramid underneath, given the new update that made them more common. That gives me a good chance of finding a sandstorm in a bottle, but I'll have to come back to that. I then stumble upon a set of palm trees in the oasis biome. Palm trees actually are yellow, however, since I trashed my starter tools, I have no way of chopping them down, so I continue exploring to the left.
Okay, I can access this chest. What's in it? An aglet! I can use that because that's yellow. And some wood because, that's good because, I wouldn't be able to get wood to make a pickaxe without, finding it in a chest.
Not only was I able to find my first yellow accessory of the series, but I was able to find a small amount of wood and lead bars. This will come in handy, but then this happens. I am attacked by a vulture from hell. Since I have no way to defend myself, this vulture chases me all throughout the entire world and I have nothing to do but run. I instead try to run all the way back to the guide so maybe the guide can kill it, but it does not go very well.
Hey Jeff, kill that vulture! Jeff, can you do it? Kill it! Kill it! Jeff, you have the aim of a stormtrooper. Wow, that was a good shot. That was totally a good shot.
With no way for me to defend myself and Jeff being a useless fuck, I have no choice but to let the vulture kill me and hope that it will despawn. However, that doesn't exactly happen.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to get around that tree by, using these He did not despawn. Okay, I'm just gonna have to go around and wait until Jeff kills him. Jeff, kill it! Yeah! Keep going. Why you can... Well, Jeff, does it look like I have a weapon? Kill that damn vulture! Kill it! Oh great, now you got a slime to deal with too. Kill that slime so I can make torches. Yeah! Ooh, and I got some iron. Nice.
Despite Jeff killing that slime, he is still entirely useless, so I eventually and inevitably get my ass handed to me. And again. Until Jeff eventually gets his eyes checked and he finally kills it. And he also kills that slime. And with that in mind, I make platforms and I make my way over the giant tree.
Ow. How the heck am I supposed to get down? Wait, is there water down there? There's water! Oh, thank God! I think I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead!
After not dying so many times to the ice zombies, I instead go underground in the ice biome in hopes of finding some useful loot. If I can find enough gold bars in a chest, I will be able to craft myself a pickaxe and maybe some other weapons, which will make this challenge so much easier to get through. And maybe find a few life crystals along the way as well.
Oh no! I can see something over there, and it's gonna make me so upset. If I can get over there, that is. And I don't think I can. Wait, can I? Damn it! Oh, I made it! Yeah, I can't get this life crystal yet! Wait, can I if I... Nope. Alright, here's a chest here. Please have gold bars. I cannot use anything in here except the torches and the potion. Alright, I'm gonna start throwing away the things that I can't use. Bombs. You know what? I'll keep the bombs because I might be able to make an exception to where I'm allowed to use bombs as a tool. Okay, here's another chest. Give me something yellow, game! Stop giving me flurry boots, I'm not allowed to use them. Actually, I should keep one pair, though, because, I could use them for the lightning boots.
As I am riding the minecart, I look around for some gold. If this world has gold in it, then this challenge will be so much easier. But it doesn't seem like Terraria wants to be my friend, and it doesn't want me to have an easy time.
Are you kidding me? That's platinum! This is a platinum world!
To my absolute horror, this world is a platinum world, meaning it will be impossible for the time being for me to get gold tools. So, with that in mind, I decide to first let this skeleton kill me so I can go back to the surface, but then I decide to use bombs in this series because bombs are technically neither a weapon nor a tool, so I can use bombs as long as I don't kill anything with them. So I use the bombs to blow up some trees to get some wood, and then I go over to the desert and blow my way down to uncover that there was in fact a pyramid underneath. And then I blow myself up. And then I respawn, die, and then I go back over to the desert and once again, I die. And then I respawn yet again, so I died again. Then I decide to go back over the tree and I find that the traveling merchant is here. And he sells absolutely nothing that is yellow or of use to me. So I head back over to the desert and finally I make it to the pyramid. I make my way down the pyramid and open the gold chest that is inside. And it turns out that what's in the gold chest is a magic carpet. It is not a sandstorm in a bottle and it is not yellow, so I cannot use it. Although I do keep it for the time being just in case to see if I can shimmer it, but that will not be of use later. So I head back after venturing down.
Alright, let's start making some money for the mining helmet, because that'll be something I can use.
After building a starter base, I go over to the merchant and sell all the bars that I don't use to him, and I eventually have enough gold to buy the mining helmet, which is the first yellow piece of armor that I can use in this playthrough. Not only does it give 2 defense, but it also provides a decent source of light. This will come in handy later on. So after I restock my equipment and then build another house in the starter base, I head back over to the desert and then I start blowing up some palm trees. Palm wood is in fact yellow like I mentioned earlier, so I'll finally get some weapons. And then I get trapped underwater. And then I die.
I can't with those fucking vultures! I'm starting to get really pissed. But I knew I was gonna get pissed the instant I began this challenge.
I eventually make my way back over to the desert to pick up the palm wood that I left, and I am once again attacked by a vulture from hell, who once again traps me underwater, and I have no way to get out or defend myself. So I decide to break the rules and I foolishly craft a sticky bomb and then I try to blow up the vulture by placing it next to it. Fortunately, karma hits me right in the fucking ass and I blow myself up as well.
And my first tool of the series.
With the palm wood in hand, I now finally have my first 3 weapons and tools of the series, so now I can finally start scratching enemies to death rather than running away like a coward.
Finally, I'm armed with something. I'm gonna put this on in the vanity slot. Wow. I look like a freaking potato right now.
With the remainder of my palm wood, I craft a set of palm wood armor, but it does nothing.
Oh my god.
After dying for the 155th time, I buy some more bombs so that way I can eventually go back and start exploring.
Oh no, please don't be an illegal kill. That was an illegal kill. Okay, please have a trident. Please. No! Wow. Whatever, I got a freaking shark. That's what I wanted. That's totally what I wanted, game. I wanted this shark out of that annoying ass song. This is why I don't like playing this game. This is why I haven't uploaded in over a fucking month.
When I respawn, I notice that my base is turning into a graveyard biome, so I blow up a few tombstones, but I am swarmed by ghosts.
I can't get 1 inch ahead in this game, can I? It's funny, when we first started this world, I thought I was going to be very lucky because I got an aglet, which is something I can use out of my first chest. And now here we are in a world without gold. I didn't get a sandstorm in a bottle out of that one freaking chest in the pyramid. And here we are fighting with a stick as a weapon. Oh, what do you know? We made it to the dungeon. No! Oh, okay, thank God. I almost thought that they put a water bolt there.
After stumbling across the dungeon, I decide to rope upwards because I typically find a floating island above it.
I was right!
After finding a floating island, I realized there was a chance I could get yet another yellow accessory, the lucky horseshoe.
There is! Oh my gosh! I can use that! Haha! Woohoo! Yeah!
The lucky horseshoe will prove to be extremely useful to my cause, as I can be a lot more careless in this series. So after I find it, I decide to go to the jungle and then decide to make my way to the shimmer biome.
Ah! Oh, thank God.
After 55 fucking hours of going through the jungle, I'd make it through finally, and then I have my first boss encounter with a pinky, a tiny slime which hitboxes so small that my arrows barely hit it.
That doesn't count as a legal kill, but still, that was not allowed for me to do. Why can't I switch to the dirt?
After almost dying to a pink slime, I decide to hide under the pool of water that was next to me while I continuously poke it right in the groin with my stick.
I'm pissed that I'm gonna actually... Okay, thank God. Breathing reed, that is green. That is not what I want. Back in the older days of Terraria, you would use the hammer to pick up furniture and stuff.
Little did I know that this statement would come in use later, so I decide to make it back over to the right, and then I die because there was a sandstorm going on. And what happens next? You guess it. I hid in a little hole, and then I eventually get my ass handed to me by a frozen zombie with a sword. Then I decide to go back down into the snow biome to see if I can find any more loot that is of use to me now that I can use bombs and I have access to a hammer. It was here that I realized that I can hammer the block that the life crystal was standing on with my hammer in order to pick it up. Therefore, I have my first life crystal of the series. After achieving my first life crystal, I head back down to the minecart and then I stumble upon the topaz that I missed. Then I pick it up with my hammer because the same technique applies to topaz or any other gem that's growing on the side of a block.
I can grab topaz that way. Just stop it. Just stop it. I've had enough of you.
My journey underground consists of grabbing more topaz with the bombs that I have collected, which gives me 8 topaz in total, which is enough for me to craft a topaz staff with the 10 bars that I have found early on in the series.
A topaz staff. And another life crystal. Cloud in a bottle. I cannot use that. I forgot about this, dude. Damn it! I didn't even get to see what was in that. Well, honestly, there's nothing really I can use in those golden chests aside from maybe a flare gun, but who cares about a flare gun? Alright, lead anvil. Topaz staff. And it's superior.
I now finally have a formidable weapon in my arsenal. Now I can do more damage to enemies rather than poking them to death with a tiny stick. So I make my way back over to the right side of the world where I stumble upon the Crimson. The Crimson is a very dangerous biome for me right now because I am extremely underpowered, so it is inevitable that I would get my ass handed to me yet again by another Crimson enemy. But then I make my way back down, and I decide to go down the Crimson Caverns to see if I can find a Crimson Heart. So that way I can invite the arms dealer to move in, so I can buy the Mini Shark, which is yet another yellow weapon. Then I break another Crimson Heart, and I find something that I cannot use. And then I die to a blood crawler. When I respawn, I decide to go down the roots of the giant trees near my base, so I can go mining yet again.
Really, giant worm?
After I respawn from that travesty, I decide to turn the living tree into an NPC hotel, so that way maybe the arms dealer can move in while I'm underground. Then I make my way back down the roots, so that way I can go look for some platinum. Even though this world is a platinum world, I can still get golden tools if I achieve a lot of platinum in my inventory, and then I bring it over to the shimmer biome, because then I can transmute it into gold. Even though this world is a platinum world, I can still get gold. The other way would be fishing, but that's impossible at the moment. So I continue exploring, and lo and behold, I find a spider cave. It is extremely dangerous for me because the spiders are extremely durable, so it was inevitable that I would end up falling into the cave and then the spiders would eat me alive like I was some Thanksgiving leftovers. But then something even worse happens. It turns out that the NPC hotels that I built in the tree are not suitable because the background walls don't count as suitable NPC walls. So, I annoyingly have to hammer all the way down from the surface to the NPC hotels so that way I can place my own background walls in, and then only then would the hotels become suitable. So it turns out this whole time I was not even close to getting the arms dealer. But after I complete that task, I decide to go back down into the underground, and I decide to pick up where I left off, where the spider biome was. I find more platinum to be transmuted later on, and then I find even more platinum. I make my way back over to the snow biome to find more topaz for a grappling hook later on, and then I waste so much time playing a game of ping pong with the snowflakes given their very, very low knockback resistance. I could have been making great progress in this series, I could have been at a very high point in the game, but nope, here I am playing ping pong with some flinkses. Then, I find even more platinum to be transmuted later on, and I find even more topaz, but then eventually I get my ass handed to me yet again.
Oh my god.
I make my way back over to the left side of the world and I bomb straight down as I am looking for the shimmer biome. If you didn't realize this already, you can find the shimmer biome if you go over to the side that has the jungle and you dig straight down a little ways. But I have no idea where that could be, so I could be here for a long time. So as I'm bombing straight down, I accidentally make a few illegal kills because some monsters get in my way, but there's nothing I can do about that as I can't control the way they come from. But as I'm bombing straight down, I stumble across a marble biome. This is actually useful because the marble biome has the gladiator set, which is actually yellow, so I spend some time farming for it here.
I see the helmet! Yeah, the shirt!
Unfortunately, I am not allowed to get the whole set of gladiator armor because the gladiator pants are not yellow, they're orange. So I am wasting my time here and risking my life by farming for the rest of the set. But I can use the javelins at least. But this is still a very dangerous task because the hoplites deal insane damage every time you get hit by their javelins. After that death, the game decided that I was worthy to take on the Blood Moon. There is nothing of use that I can use in the Blood Moon aside from a shark tooth necklace when I upgrade it to a stinger necklace. But I am extremely underpowered, so it's inevitable that I get my ass handed to me so many times, as the enemies are stronger and they spawn in greater quantities. I tried to use some of my javelins thinking that it will help some in the Blood Moon, but it doesn't work as I end up dying yet again. I respawn and once again I die. But then I decide to just not deal with the Blood Moon at the moment and then go back down the tree so that way I can start building a bit of a starter base. That way I can start crafting better equipment once I get the materials. And then I decide to turn that little underground cavern house into a nice little cavern pylon base for the arms dealer and the nurse. Because once I get the cavern pylon, I can actually make the forest pylon over near the shimmer biome. That way I don't have to run all the way back over there if I die while looking for it.
Alright, cool. Two new houses.
After making a hotel room for the arms dealer and the nurse to do whatever the hell they want, I then decide to craft some more lead bars so that way I can make a minecart. While I am allowed to use my starter minecart to ride around, I cannot kill enemies with it by running them over, because my minecart is not yellow. But I can actually make a minecart out of lead bars, and then turn that minecart into a topaz minecart once I get a large topaz later on. But then, the game does the most unforgivable and most unholy thing.
Are you kidding me? Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do them.
What you are about to witness is possibly the most pain-inducing Terraria experience in my entire YouTube career. That is next to the Terraria Yo-Yo Only Wall of Flesh battle. But my weapons do jack shit against the goblins, so I get stun-locked for what feels like hours, and the amount of death that you're about to see is just painful.
Well... Ah! Can I just make 1 fucking inch in this thing before y'all kill me? Oh my god! Ah! I'm just gonna beat you to death with a hammer because I'm so fucking pissed. No, I'll beat you to death because you're almost dead. There! Ha! Stop sniping me, archers! We're almost halfway there.
Started to remove some tombstones so that way I can see my screen, but then I didn't want to deal with the events anymore, so I was making my way over to the left.
Are you kidding me? I just want to go to the shimmer biome so I can make some gold tools. What is this, a blood moon? Why are there so many enemies? You know what?
Staying in this lake took over 20 minutes. 20 minutes of my life I will never get back. And it was all for nothing because after I kill all the enemies and make my way out of the lake, I end up dying. And I have to make my way back over to the goblin army and deal with their carnage yet again.
God damn it! Because now I have to fucking deal with these! Hold on, let me make the Jester's arrows. Let me make the Jester's arrows! What am I, gridlocked? I can't do anything. Why are there so many enemies? Oh my god! Oh my god! This is gonna take 5 hours! Fucking die, you all. All of you deserve to burn for the amount of torment that you caused me. Okay, we're over halfway there now, at least. Oh my god! I just want to get through! Ah! I hate these archers. Leave me alone!
After having enough of the goblins, I decide to rope my way up so that way I can make a platform to start raining fire down from the sky.
Oh my god!
This new strategy, all I have to do is dodge the many arrows coming from the goblin archers and rain down fire with my topaz staff and bow. At which point I decide to say fuck it and throw down a few bombs so I can make a pit for the goblins to fall into. However, I do make a few illegal kills, but I don't care anymore. I just don't care. But, out of the middle of nowhere, a goblin with the eye of a hawk stream snipes me from the pit that I just knocked him into.
Alright, 61%. We're getting there.
When I respawn, the terrain is as rough as my back after I scratch off all the acne bits. And I blow myself up to make the pit even deeper, but I just don't care anymore. I want this damn goblin army to be over with. So I just rain fire down in that single spot for hours. After a long time, a goblin sorcerer spawns on my platform and I kill it, thus ending the goblin army that has caused me so much pain.
That was the most painful thing I've ever done in my entire Terraria. Well, second most painful. The most painful was when I was doing Wall of Flesh on my Yo-Yo series.
After that god-awful invasion, I go mining yet again in search of more platinum and topaz because I still need gold and I also need topaz for a grappling hook.
Is that enough? It's just enough! Okay. Give me that! Yeah!
At long last, I finally acquired a grappling hook, which will greatly increase my mobility since I have no other movement accessories equipped. So after mining a little bit longer for some more platinum, I then decide to head back over to the shimmer biome and start building a little house near the forest so that way I can set up a forest pylon and I don't have to run back and forth.
What? Where are my weapons? What the fuck?
Set by my needless death, I decide to go mining yet again for some more platinum.
Seriously? But yeah, the only armor set that I know of in hard mode that I can wear. Fuck! The bone pick is not yellow. Oh my gosh.
Somehow, the game thought that I was ready to take down the Eye of Cthulhu, even though my weapons are complete shit. But I nonetheless built an arena up in the sky and gave it an attempt.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Yeah, look, this barely does any damage. Actually, I have a... Wow!
After my so-so amazing victory against the Eye of Cthulhu, I then get bullied by a bunch of monsters stepping on a pressure plate summoning slimes for hours.
No!
When it finally turned morning, I head back over to the pit leading to the shimmer biome, and I start building a house for the guide and the zoologist to do whatever the hell they want, that way I don't have to run back and forth.
Too small? Yeah, the guide and, the zoologist, they like each other, so I'm moving them here. No! No, 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 no! No!
As if the game wanted to give me another reason for me to cry in my pillow at night, the game decided to send yet another goblin army at me. I decided to say fuck no and then went back to the underground, and back to that same area where I got bullied. Then I finally blew it up. At which point I find 2 more life crystals, furthermore increasing my health a lot, and then I make the foolish mistake of boxing myself in, even though I have no pickaxe. So I have to do something very risky and I have to blow my way out. But then I decide that I'm brave enough to head back to my base and set up the cavern pylon near the tree roots so that way I can teleport over to the shimmer biome. And unfortunately for me, it does not go very well being armed with only a flare gun and a topaz staff.
God! I just need to get to my house. Nobody asked for you guys. Oh, come on!
Seems during my sabbatical from Terraria, I forgot that you cannot use pylons when there is an event going on. So, that means I have to endure this entire event yet again before I can teleport over to the shimmer biome. And it does not go very smoothly yet again. For starters, I fall to the ground through the platform accidentally, which leads to my demise. And then I'm so pissed off about it that I craft a few jester's arrows and then move over to the side so that way I can shoot them all from a distance. However, I only have a limited supply of fallen stars, meaning I quickly ran out of jester's arrows, which again led to my death. And I'm so pissed off at this point that I decide to rain fire down below with my flare gun, but a stream sniping goblin archer from hell decides that I've been in the game too long and decides to take me out yet again. The goblin army goes on for an extremely long time, long enough for me to reconsider everything I've done in my life that led to this point, Why did I decide to do this dumb challenge? Yellow is my favorite color, but why did I limit myself to only yellow weapons? There's barely anything I can do at the start of the game. But I've already made a commitment, so I have to stick to it. But the game decides to piss me off even further by throwing yet another thing at me.
What? I'm already battling a goblin army. What more do you want? Seriously? I'm already battling the goblin army game. Just kill me, I. Ugh.
After my 5-second death with the Eye of Cthulhu, I finally had enough of this goddamn goblin army. So, I jump into that giant hole that I blew from the previous goblin army, and I decide to say fuck it, and makes a few illegal kills to just kill the last goblins off, thus ending the event. But now this means that I can now access my cavern pylon and be able to teleport over to my forest pylon, thus being able to go into the pit, and thus being able to find the shimmer biome, and thus being able to access gold tools. Not before I foolishly blow myself up, though. But when I respawn, I teleport back over and find some more topaz. This is enough topaz for me to craft a giant topaz, meaning I can upgrade my minecart to a topaz minecart, which also means I can now start running over enemies if they get in the way.
Bam, topaz minecart.
When I head back over to the pit, I realize there was a minecart that I missed. When I ride the minecart, I realize it takes me straight into the jungle. This is actually really good because the shimmer biome is located in between the jungle and the beach. But I also find a few ivy chests along the way, and this is also really good because ivy chests have the anklet of the wind, which I can use to upgrade my boots to lightning boots, which are in fact another yellow accessory.
What do we got here? Ooh, wow, why did I make that topaz minecart when I could have just done this?
Over to my left, I finally found it, the Aether biome. Home to a giant pool of shimmer, I can now transmute my platinum into gold, but not before I get taken out by a jungle bat, because the Aether biome is also extremely monster-filled. So after blocking off all entryways and killing a few invisible enemies, I finally start transmuting things.
Okay. No, 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 no! That's my gold! That's all that gold! No, 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 no! What the hell? Can't talk right. You know what? Fuck it. I need to get my gold back. Okay, does... Oh, haha! Oh, okay. I got all my gold. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. I'll come back there later.
After a few mishaps down at the Aether biome, I finally got my gold back. But a blood moon decided to rise, so I blocked myself in the tree roots as I crafted my golden pickaxe, axe, sword, and bow, greatly enhancing my ability to attack and progress through the game.
Nasty, that'll do. Alright. Now I can finally damage these enemies instead of scratching them away. And I got a better bow now.
I fight the blood moon away with my golden tools, and once the blood moon sets over the horizon, I make my way back over to the forest pylon that I created, so that way I can shimmer a few more things over at the Aether biome. I throw the magic carpet into the shimmer, hoping that it will transmute into a sandstorm in a bottle, but unfortunately it transmutes into a pharaoh's robe. If I were to find the pharaoh's hat, then that would have transmuted into a sandstorm in a bottle, but that didn't happen. So instead, I transmute it back to a flying carpet and sell it later. Meanwhile, I transmute a few more items, including an arcane crystal, and then I head back.
Ow. Alright, whatever, I'll come back and get those later.
After my untimely death, I decide to head back and begin working on a volcano trap. This will make events like goblin armies and blood moons much easier. And it was perfect timing too, because as I was building the trap, Terraria decided to throw something else at me.
Another goblin army. Well, this time I'm ready. This time, I get my revenge. There we go. See? Now you're all gonna die. The only thing I have to worry about is those sorcerers.
The volcano trap proved to be most useful, as this event that took me forever to complete the first 2 times now flew by in the matter of minutes. After the goblins were defeated at ease, I went over to the Goblin Tinkerer to buy a Tinkerer's Workshop and a pair of rocket boots, so that way I can upgrade my aglet to a pair of lightning boots. These boots are the only boots that I can use in this playthrough, as they are the only boots that are yellow.
Spectre boots and lightning boots. The best movement accessory we can have currently. Got here. Oh, there's a pet there. And a chest. Let's see here. Trident! Something we can use. And a pet to join us. Glow tulip. Woohoo! No!
After my brief expedition, I decided to go up to the surface and start building an arena for the Eye of Cthulhu. Now that I have a pair of lightning boots and some viable weapons, taking down the Eye of Cthulhu should be easy.
2, 1, boom. He's going berserk now. And good thing I got flaming arrows now. Okay, that zombie is doing more damage to me than the actual eye. Yeah! Shield of Cthulhu, and I cannot use that. Nor can I use the Crimtane ore as well, so guess what? I get to sell both of it. And I'll use that money to build up towards the mini shark.
With the Eye of Cthulhu down, my next target is Queen Bee, because Queen Bee has a lot of yellow accessories and weapons. So after shimmering some platinum into gold, I go into the underground jungle on the search for a Queen Bee hive.
Never mind. Oh well, whatever. Shit. Hey, Parrots, or Omoro, whatever your name is. I found you. You're a dryad, apparently.
After making some gold armor, I decide that there is a possibility I might be able to make a loophole that will allow me to do some fishing in this playthrough. That way I can get some adamantite or titanium later on for a yellow armor set in hard mode. So what I decided to do was chop down some palm trees and allow myself to make a wooden fishing pole out of the palm wood.
All the wood that is not palm wood away. I'm gonna put down a workbench. And then... Wait, where do you make it at? I thought you could make the wooden fishing pole with any pole. With any wood. Whatever. I'm allowing myself to use the wooden fishing pole so that way I can at least get to the golden one. That's how I'm gonna bend the rules.
Since I thought it was stupid that you cannot make a wooden fishing pole out of any type of wood, I decided to say fuck it and allow myself to use a wooden fishing pole only until I get the golden fishing pole. Terraria, if you're watching this, please allow the ability to craft fishing poles out of any type of wood in the game. Maybe have separate fishing poles for each type.
What did I get? Oh, a painting. That's cool, I guess.
After a few minutes of fishing, I finally have enough gold to buy the mini shark, a weapon that will carry me throughout the majority of pre-hard mode.
Boom, mini shark. Think it's time I retire my topaz staff.
After I bought some ammo, my stream decided to stop recording. And during the recording, a slime rain happened. I killed King Slime, and then I went over to the arena to start building a Queen Bee arena. But this happened.
Okay, this is dangerous.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Ah! I knew that was gonna happen. I'm dead. Dude, come on!
After that embarrassing mistake, I finished the arena and realized I was getting too many enemies spawning into the arena while I was battling the boss. So I decided to cover the entirety of the background with some dirt walls. This will reduce the spawn rate to almost nothing.
There we go. This arena is now pretty much spawn proof.
I stocked up on potions at home and crafted a few abominations so that way I can finally start battling the Queen Bee. But sooner or later a traveling merchant spawned and I decided that I wanted to shimmer his hat into a traveler's satchel.
Alright, Romeo. Go over here real fast so I can block you off. Oh, really? He juked me.
Romeo was very hard to trap, but in the end I got his hat. I threw it into the shimmer to get the peddler's satchel, thus increasing his inventory supply. After that, I am now officially ready to begin the Queen Bee fight.
Alright. About as ready as I can be. Buff up, and let's begin. Well, that's a lot of bees there. Oh, I didn't know you could just hit the buff button and drink honey without using the healing potion part of it. Stop stun locking me. Alright, she's starting to go berserk. Yeah, this is barely doing any damage to her now. This might be a problem. Well, Trident's doing a good job there. Ow. Almost got her. We can do this. We just gotta believe. Stop stun locking me! Shit. Oh, we can do this. We did it! At the same time! Yes!
For a few seconds, I became the Joker, but the Queen Bee is now dead, unlocking a whole new array of weapons and armor that I can now craft.
Alright, what do we get? We got the honeycomb, I can use that. Unfortunately, we got the beekeeper, which I can't use. The bee hat, that's nice. Honeycomb, hive pack, and beeswax. Ooh, and bee nades, yes.
With the beeswax in hand, I head over to the anvil and craft the High 5 yo-yo, a direct upgrade to my sword and a very viable yo-yo that will make killing Queen Bee later on much easier.
24 melee damage and summons bees.
With the High 5 in hand, I head over to the Crimson so that way I can get a hold of the Panic Necklace, so I can upgrade my Honeycomb into a Sweetheart Necklace. And while I'm at it, I should kill the Brain of Cthulhu so I can unlock the Old One's army and get my hands on another yellow weapon.
Yep, it is. Bee nades. Oh my gosh! Never underestimate bee nades. That was easy.
With the Brain of Cthulhu dead, I can now find the unconscious man anywhere in the entire world. But it also occurred to me that there is a better accessory that I can get instead of the Panic Necklace. I decide to head home and start a Blood Moon so I can get a hold of the Shark Tooth Necklace so I can make the Stinger Necklace.
Oh, that was a pinky. Unconscious man where? I see him!
I find the unconscious man in the middle of the Blood Moon. And with the medallions he gave me, I buy the explosive trap rod. The explosive trap staff is the only sentry that I can use in this entire playthrough, and it will be helpful when battling the Old One's army. After I find the unconscious man, I wait in my volcano pit for a Sharktooth necklace to drop. Unfortunately, I'll go ahead and say this, I do not get a Sharktooth necklace in this Blood Moon. However, what I do get is when the sun comes up, another goblin army decides to come after me. But it's no problem because I once again have my volcano pit. So with the goblins on their way, I decide to head over to the meteor that landed and start mining up some meteorite. This way I can make a yellow phase blade, which is the best sword that I can make in pre-hard mode, and it has a direct upgrade in hard mode. Unfortunately, mining a meteorite is extremely dangerous, so I don't last very long.
Leaving the goblin army right now, so let's just go ahead and deal with that goblin army.
The goblins are once again very easy to defeat thanks to my volcano pit and the weapons that I have at my disposal. So, after I defeat that goblin army, I head back over to the shimmer biome and decide to throw my topaz staff into the shimmer so that way I can get the gems and use it to make my yellow phase blade. But I also find the skeleton merchant who sells me an artisan loaf, which gives me some increased tile range.
Alright. Yellow phase blade. Ooh, and it's sharp. It's been a long time since I've made one of these. Nice.
After crafting my yellow phase blade, I decide to start clearing out a long, flat area for the Old One's army. The Old One's army has quite a few yellow weapons and accessories in hard mode later on, and also a final armor set, but we'll get to that later. So after I clear out a nice long space, I begin the Old One's army. The first waves go by really easy thanks to my high 5 yellow phase blade, and the explosive trap rod, which in my opinion is an extremely underrated sentry. If you haven't given it a try, go ahead and give it one. When the later waves come out with the Etherean Wyverns, I just use my mini shark to take them down. This event isn't that bad with the weapons I have at my disposal, but when the final wave comes with the Dark Mage, I realize that it's my ultimate goal to take down the Dark Mage so I can end the event.
Got it. Boom! Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Woohoo! Yeah!
My rewards for defeating the Old One's army include a ward table, which will allow me to have more than one sentry out when I'm battling. This is really good and really helpful to my cause. Back at home, I start crafting a set of bee armor, and then I head back over to the jungle to battle Queen Bee a few more times so I can get more beeswax. My high 5 yo-yo makes quick work of her.
There we go. Flawless kill that time. Alright, what are we gonna get this time? Bee gun! Nice! Shit. Ah! Damn it. Oh well. I still got 2 more. Got another honeycomb. Beekeeper, I can't use that. Alright, please, bee's knees. Yeah! Yeah! Goodbye, gold bow. This is what I was looking for. Alright, bee.
After almost effectively using all of my abominations, I head home and craft a set of bee armor and a hornet staff.
There we go. Bee armor. Oh, and also, not the bees achievement. If I already have it, but if you didn't have it, that's how you get it.
After crafting some new weapons and gear, I head over to the Crimson so I can get a hold of a panic necklace. a shark tooth necklace already dropped out off camera, so if I get a hold of a panic necklace, I'll have a sweetheart necklace on top of it. And this takes an extremely long time, as you will figure out. So I get a rotten fork, an undertaker, kill the brain of Cthulhu. Pick up the loot, break another one, break another one, break another one, kill the brain of Cthulhu yet again. I break another one, break another one, break another one, brain of Cthulhu. Break another one, break another one, break another one, brain of Cthulhu. Break another one, break another one, break another one, and I finally got it. Not after I killed another brain of Cthulhu.
Alright, sweetheart necklace. And it's guarding. Nice.
With my new accessory, I head over to the desert biome next to the dungeon and start building a desert pylon house just in case I die, so that way I can head back over with ease. Then I start building an arena at the dungeon for Skeletron. With my weapons in hand, Skeletron shouldn't be the hardest boss in the world, especially now that I've gotten better at it, but we shall soon figure out.
There we go. That was a little hairy, but I did it.
With Skeletron defeated, my next goal is to go into the dungeon and get a hold of a shadow key. The shadow key is the only thing that is remotely useful to me, as it will allow me to get potions and an accessory out of the shadow chests. However, the rest of it is not yellow, so I can completely skip over it for now. And just like the panic necklace, this is going to take a long time. But I do find a bewitching table, which is nice, so I'll be able to have more hornets at my hand. But I eventually go on and open some more chests. I open this chest, I do not find a shadow key. I open another chest, and then I die. This will be a long rinse and repeat section where I open some chests and die. I do find the desert chest though, and the desert weapon is actually yellow later on, so I'll keep that in mind. I opened another chest, did not find a shadow key. It's as if the game knows that I want this thing and it does not want to give me it. Has anybody else noticed this in their playthroughs? I don't know. I find a cobalt shield, which would be nice, but there's only one shield I can use and I don't have it. But I finally found a shadow key in a chest with a handgun. With the shadow key in hand, I head back home and buy a shit ton of bombs so that way I can start bombing my way down to hell instead of mining for what would feel like ages. And then I do the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
Whoosh! Well, I got that achievement.
Yes, I fell for a dead man's chest, the oldest trick in the book. But when I do eventually open the chest, I find a spelunker potion, which will actually be helpful in finding some shadow chests. Eventually I make my way down to the underworld and I start building a hell bridge for the wall of flesh. Along the way I open any shadow chests I can find.
Restoration potions are nice. Dark Lance. I like the Dark Lance, but I can't use it. You treasure magnet. What do I replace that with though? I'll just keep it in the vanity slot for now. More treasure magnet. Restoration potion. Ooh, shadow key. Okay, we got a decent sized bridge. We gotta keep going though. Ooh, magic power, definitely. Demonic Hell... Inferno, yes! Life Force, definitely. That is oh. Maybe the obsidian skin potion helps with that? And we both died. Woohoo!
After looting all the shadow chests I could find, I started to prepare for the Wall of Flesh fight. After I kill the Wall of Flesh, this will be the end of Part 1. Part 2 will take place in hard mode. I make my way to the end of the Hell Bridge, and I start to wait for a voodoo demon to spawn.
Aha! Alrighty guys, we got it. Alright, please spawn on the right side. Okay, he did. Good. Now let's begin. Oh yeah, why am I not using these? I think I just broke the game with the amount of projectiles that are on the screen. Yeah, I'm breaking the game. He's dead. Wow.
My Hell Bridge was just long enough to take down the Wall of Flesh. So I pick up the Wall of Flesh loot and I get a Sorcerer's Emblem for my troubles. The Demon Heart allows me to have an extra accessory, so after I consume it, I equip the Sorcerer's Emblem because it is a majority yellow. And then I also equip the Pwn Hammer because the Pwn Hammer is another yellow tool at my disposal. With the Wall of Flesh dead, the ancient spirits of light and dark have been released. So after I pick up a Hellforge in the underworld, I head back home, thus ending Part 1 of the Terraria Yellow Only series. If you like this and want to see Part 2, please hit like and subscribe as it helps out the channel a lot. Thank you all so much for watching and have a good day.